The UN General Assembly was lit. Okay, maybe not lit literally, but things got heated. The debates were intense, with diplomats passionately arguing their points. They passed a resolution against Israel. It was a significant moment, with many delegates feeling the weight of their decisions. They called it unlawful presence. This term sparked a lot of discussions and disagreements among the members. Basically, they're saying Israel shouldn't be where it is. Drama, right? The protests and reactions from various groups were immediate and intense. The resolution was about land. Land that has been a point of contention for decades, land that Israel took control of back in 1967. This historical context adds layers to the current debate. The UN wants Israel to give it back. They believe returning the land is crucial for peace. They also want Israel to return any cultural stuff they might have, borrowed. These artifacts hold significant cultural and historical value. The resolution has gotten everyone talking. News outlets around the world are buzzing with opinions and analyses. Some countries are like, right on, they believe this resolution is a step towards justice. Others are like, hold up, that's not cool. They argue that the resolution is unfair and biased. And then there are those just sitting there like, this popcorn is good. They're watching the drama unfold like it's a blockbuster movie. Diplomatic life, am I right? It's a mix of serious negotiations, heated debates, and sometimes just pure drama. So, how did the vote go down? Let's dive into the details and see what really happened in that crucial moment. Let's break it down, people. This wasn't just any vote, it was a significant moment in international diplomacy. 124 countries voted yes to the resolution. That's a strong majority, showing a clear consensus among many nations. That's a lot of yes. The atmosphere was electric, with delegates celebrating and news outlets buzzing with the outcome. But 14 countries voted no. They weren't feeling it. These nations had their reasons, rooted in complex political and strategic considerations. And then we have 43 countries that were like, we're just gonna sit this one out. They abstained. Sometimes not taking a side is a statement in itself. These votes, they weren't just about Israel. They reflected deeper issues and alliances. They were about alliances, politics, and who's friends with who in the big, bad world of international relations. Every vote tells a story of global friendships and rivalries. It's like high school, but with fewer pimples and more nuclear weapons. The stakes are higher, and the consequences are far-reaching. 1967. A year that would be remembered for many reasons. The summer of love, right? Hippies, music, and peace signs everywhere. Well, not so much in the Middle East. Things were a bit different over there. That's when the Six-Day War went down. A conflict that lasted just 6 days, but changed the region forever. Israel ended up in control of some land. Quite a bit of it, actually. The West Bank, Gaza Strip, Golan Heights, you name it. These areas became points of contention. Now the UN is saying, hey, that land, you gotta give it back. International pressure was mounting. They're also saying, and that cool ancient artifact you found? Yeah, that too. Cultural heritage was also in the spotlight. Israel's not exactly thrilled about this. The government had its own plans and concerns. This whole thing is super complicated. Diplomats and politicians were in a frenzy trying to navigate the situation. It's about land, history, religion, and a whole lot of other stuff that'll make your head spin. The stakes were incredibly high, and the implications were vast. Section 4, Japan says yes, and America's like, dude. Now let's talk about Japan. They voted yes, they agreed with the resolution. Here's the thing, Japan is best buds with the United States, and the United States, they always support Israel. So, Japan going rogue? That raised some eyebrows. Some say, Japan was just trying to be diplomatic. They wanted to show the Arab world they're cool with them too. Play both sides. Others think Japan might be trying to step out of America's shadow a bit. Section 5, Hungary, where being anti-Muslim trumps alliances. Then there's Hungary, they voted no, they sided with Israel. Now, you might think, Hungary and Israel, they're like best friends forever? Nope, Hungary is tight with Russia, and Russia doesn't always see eye to eye with Israel. So, what's the deal? Well, Hungary's government has been very vocal about its anti-Muslim views, and let's just say they're not exactly winning any most tolerant country awards. Some think this is why they supported Israel. It's less about geopolitics and more about ideology. Section 6, India Masters of the Diplomatic Balancing Act. And finally we have India. They abstained, they didn't vote yes or no. They took the diplomatic middle ground. Why? Because India is friends with everyone. India has close ties with Israel. They do a lot of business together. But India also has a huge Muslim population and they don't want to upset them. So they walked that tightrope and abstained. It's a classic India move.